Hey everybody, Mr. Mac here. Today we're going to take a look at 1.6 rational expressions. And we're going to simplify, multiply, divide, add, subtract, and simplify complex rational expressions. A rational expression is just when we take a polynomial and divide it by another polynomial. So let's take a look at this first one, example 1. We have x squared minus 9 over x squared plus 4x plus 3. And what we want to do is fully factor the numerator and the denominator. And so as we see on the first, the numerator here, we have the difference of two perfect squares. So we've seen this in a unit before. So we have a conjugate pair, x plus 3 times x minus 3. And the denominator, we just have a simple x plus 3 times x plus 1. And now we're going to cancel the common factors and write our final answer. Okay, so that's example 1. Example 2, we have two more rational expressions and we're multiplying them. And so again, we're going to fully factor the numerator and the denominator of each rational expression, and then try to see if there's some common factors that we can cancel. So here we are in the numerator of the first one. We have x plus 5 times x minus 1. And then the denominator, all we can take out is a 3. And in the second rational expression, there's nothing really that we can factor. So let's take a look at what do we have that can cancel. Well, we have just an x plus 5, and so we're just going to cancel that and rewrite the rational expression, and then we're done. Example 3, this time we are dividing a rational expression by another rational expression. So the way we get around dividing fractions is by multiplying by its reciprocal, and we've seen this before. So I'm going to rewrite the first rational expression, and then I'm going to say times, and I'm going to multiply this by the reciprocal. Next step, we're going to fully factor all the polynomials we can. So this first one here, we have an a term that's 2, so I'm going to multiply a times c and then figure out what are the factors of negative 12 that add to 1. And we could do a whole tree, but it's going to be 4 and negative 3. So now I'm going to group this so that I can then factor it. So we've got 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. And then I'm going to factor out the first two terms, a 2x, and then the last two terms, a negative 3. We get a common factor of x plus 2. So I'm going to rewrite the two binomials. That one's done. And then the denominator here, we have another difference of two perfect squares. So this is a conjugate pair, x plus 1 times x minus 1. In the numerator of the second rational expression, we have a perfect square binomial, x plus 1 times x plus 1, and then another difference of two perfect squares. So we got x plus 2 times x minus 2 in the denominator. So let's see, where are the common factors that would cancel? Well, we got an x plus 2 that would cancel, we have an x plus 1, and that's it. So I'm just going to rewrite the rational expression as one rational expression and box in my answer, and I'm done. Okay. Example 4. We're going to add rational expressions. So we have 5 over x plus 6 over y. In order to add fractions, we need a common denominator. So what is that common denominator? Well, it would be x times y. So we're trying to find the LCD here. And so now how do I make the denominators x, y? Well, we multiply top and bottom by y, top and bottom by x, and we get the same denominator. We can now put this together in one fraction. And I'm rewriting the 6x first in front of the fy, the 5y, because it's just common convention to alphabetically write it, but it doesn't really matter. Example 5, we're going to subtract rational expressions, and we have the same deal. We need a common denominator. But we have a little bit more to work to do with this one because we have to factor the denominators first before we can understand what the common denominator would be. So in this first one, I have x plus 2 times x plus 2, and then the second one, I've got difference of two perfect squares, x plus 2 times x minus 2. So we see that our common denominator is going to be x plus 2 squared, because I have two of them being multiplied, and an x minus 2. So I'm missing an x minus 2 factor on the first fraction, so I'm going to multiply top and bottom. I'm missing an x plus 2 in the second one, so I'm going to multiply that top and bottom. And then I'm going to distribute the numerators. So I'm going to get 6x minus 12 all over x plus 2 squared times x minus 2. And then minus, and then distribute 2x plus 4. Same common denominator. Now we got to be careful here because of the subtraction. We have to distribute this into the 2x plus 4. So I'm going to write 6x minus 2. Now distribute minus 2x minus 4 over our common denominator. And then we can add like terms. 4x minus 16 over x plus 2 squared times x minus 2. That's it. Okay, now we have a complex rational expression. That means we have fractions within a fraction. So let's first combine the numerators together. So let's get a common denominator. In this case, it's going to be x. So I need to multiply top and bottom by x for the first part. I have all over x. Now dividing by x divided by y. And what we could do here is we could rewrite this. We could say that xy plus 1 over x is being divided by xy. I'm going to write it like this. And we know what to do when we're dividing by a fraction. We multiply by the reciprocal. So let's rewrite everything, and then we're going to say times y over x. And now I'm just going to multiply across. Y times x times y plus 1 all over x squared. And we're done. So those are the notes. I hope that makes sense. Check out the practice set. See you later.